Violence spreads across the West Bank, East Jerusalem and into Israel.
Greece's Prime Minister easily wins a vote of confidence, but now faces a race to push through dozens of reforms to unlock bailout funds.
There's another setback for Brazil's beleaguered president. The federal court finds irregularities in the government's accounts.
US President Barack Obama has apologized to the head of Médecins Sans Frontières for the deadly airstrike on one of the aid agency's hospitals in Afghanistan. A White House spokesman said the bombing in Kunduz was a tragic mistake. Obama is said to have expressed his condolences for the loss of MSF staff and patients.
The President assured Dr. Liu that the Department of Defense investigation currently underway would provide a transparent, thorough, and objective accounting of the facts and circumstances of the incident, and that, if necessary, the President would implement changes that would make tragedies like this one less likely to occur in the future.
At least 22 people died in the incident at the weekend. Obama's apology has been accepted, but the medical charity has deemed the attack a war crime and is calling for an independent international fact-finding commission to be established into the airstrike.
We're calling on President Obama to consent to the fact-finding commission. Doing so will send a powerful signal of the U.S. government's commitment to and respect for international humanitarian law and the rules of war. This is not only about the deaths of our staff and patients in Kunduz, it is about the safety and security of our medical teams around the world working in conflict zones.
MSF, also known as Doctors Without Borders, says the coordinates of the hospital were well known and its bombing could not have been a mistake. A number of inquiries have been ordered by the US Justice Department, the Pentagon and NATO.
Russian warships in the Caspian Sea have launched rockets on Islamic State targets in Syria, marking an escalation in Moscow's role in the country. The Kremlin announced that their ships carried out 26 missile strikes on the Islamist militants. It's the first known combat use of Russian sea-based cruise missiles at such a long range. Lying more than 1,000 kilometers away, the warships joined Russia's air campaign, which saw coordinated attacks with the Syrian army in Hama province and nearby Idlib. President Putin called again for cooperation with the US, Turkey and Arab states on Syria. The Russian Defense Ministry said that the US refusal to share intelligence on ISIL positions was evidence Washington was seeking excuses not to fight terrorism. The US said it was willing to continue discussions to ensure pilot safety.
We believe Russia has the wrong strategy. They continue to hit targets that are not ISIL. We believe this is a fundamental mistake. Despite what the Russians say, we have not agreed to cooperate with Russia so long as they continue to pursue a mistaken strategy.
Russia denies claims that its strikes have hit mainly non-ISIL targets. The Defense Ministry stated that 112 targets had been attacked since it joined the conflict in Syria on September 30th.
3 Israelis have been stabbed by Palestinians in a series of attacks, 2 in Israel and 1 in East Jerusalem, according to authorities. In all 3 incidents in different locations, the Israelis suffered minor injuries. One Palestinian assailant was shot dead. Another, an 18-year-old woman, is in a serious condition suffering from gunshot wounds. A third is in police custody. As the violence escalates, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has delayed a visit to Germany. He addressed the media. Civilians are at the forefront of the war against terrorism and must be on high alert. I would like to praise the level-headedness that Israel's citizens have shown in recent days. As news of the attacks reached the Israeli West Bank settlement of Dar Sela near Bethlehem, settlers tried to break through police lines to attack a nearby Palestinian village. As violence spreads across the West Bank, Israeli Defense Force officers disguised as Palestinians are mingling with stone-throwing youths in order to make arrests. The Palestinian Red Crescent says scores of Palestinians have been injured in a day of violence.
Greek Prime